Hey everyone, Chad here. Today is April the 19th. Gonna do just a general once around. Today on the agenda, it's Tuesday, it's our day off. I'm going to clean up this other disaster of a shed. We cleaned up the one at the other end of the yard. Today, it's the turn of the pumpkin shed / all my outdoor garden stuff to get cleaned up, because that is just as big of a disaster as anything else. So we'll clean this up, and then I'll give you a quick once around of the pumpkin area and show you how things are looking as we get ready to go for the gusto and grow a giant pumpkin this year. So stay tuned. So ever since I got this shed, I just kind of started throwing things in here, and unfortunately the end result is, as you would expect, it's a disaster. So I got like this year's fertilizer, my drip tape, all my random amendments. We got a four-wheeler, mower, more pumpkin stuff, a shelf that will help organize this a little bit, and all sorts of junk that's not really junk. It's all things that I need and use, but it just needs to be organized. So through the magic of time, hopefully we'll come back and this task will be accomplished, and this will no longer look like a hoarder's den. So get to it. A few hours later, we now have a relatively clean shed. I would give this a 7 out of 10. I need to get another shelf. I started like get my my screwdriver and my impact driver out to like build some shelves in here, but then I realized that 2x4s are $12 for a 6-foot 2x4, and I decided against that. Use what I had. I can go get another one of those cheap plastic ones at Home Depot, and then I'll get all of this organized. But pretty nice and clean in here. I'm a happy camper. In case you didn't know, this is a BCS. This is a two-wheel drive tractor. A handful of people have asked about it. So this is a essentially it's a tractor because it has a PTO on it. I can pop this up right here. If I wiggled it, I would be able to get that to pop up, and then this tiller would slide off. Yeah, then you could put on whatever you wanted on there. You can put like carts or hillers, hooks, whatever, snow blowers, power washer, wood chipper, etc., etc., etc. You can hook up whatever you want to that. It's just a two-wheel drive tractor. It's the same thing as the big one out there, but just smaller. So this is the pile of trash that I'm throwing away. I re-wood chipped all the area out here. The chickens really gave it a once over during the winter time, so I put a fresh layer down. I was sprinkling some fertilizer, but then wheel gave out on me, so I gotta fix that. The turkey palace is the omnipresent project that's almost done. I cleaned up this whole kind of yard area, and I put this little rubber divider in to help with the chickens kicking out all the wood chips. It's doing an okay job. There's our turkeys, our toms, and I put some of that divider right here too. Today, Max and I were fiddling in our garden a little bit. The chickens have been getting in here, so I have to add another little piece of fence right there. But this is our garlic. Our garlic's coming in really good. And then we planted some beans and carrots are going to go in this one. So these are a peat pod, so hopefully they'll climb. And then I planted some pole beans there by mistake. Those are not frost hardy, so those will get killed. And then I'll probably replace those with cucumbers to get the cucumbers to go up the trellis. The only thing outside of the greenhouse that I really have to do to be like ready for spring and summer is obviously finish the turkey palace and then rake all the wood chips back. This header line is kind of like where my walking path is, so put all the wood chips back that the chickens have scratched out, throw a rototiller down there, and that garden area will be ready for planting. All this has got to go inside the greenhouse. This is the plastic for my mini hoop houses, the stools for shade, my drip tape, all the fertilizer that I'm going to use this year. I'll do a video. Oops, that's my hand. I'll do a video on that. And it looks like I've forgotten to let the sprinkler's been running for a while. So I've been watering in here, I don't know, once or twice a week. That is helping get rid of all the salts that are in my soil, keep it alive, keep the soil biology nice and happy. So as you can see, it's a pretty happy looking patch of dirt here. The weeds on the perimeter, I need to spray those, get rid of that. And then some more of my my fertilizers and amendments. That's just worm castings and my Mammoth Mycana Control. Just some goodies over there. Really, the last thing I got to do in here, well, I got to clean this up still, and you know, my cleaning tirade. This is all got to get clean. I have to put up the mini greenhouses. I have to fix, there's an electrical connection right there. You can see that this is down at some point during the winter or a storm when the greenhouse it was shaking a lot. It broke that connector there, so nothing I can really do about that, honestly. I just gotta support it so it doesn't want to pull out the wires. And I gotta address the leak in the water wall back there. So I got a handful of things to do, not too many things to do, but just stuff that takes time. Checking it off the list one at a time. Appreciate you watching, everybody. Have a good one. Get out there, grow yourself a giant pumpkin. It's almost time to plant them. Good luck.